Hello, welcome back to the Makeup Masters free app. Thank you so much for watching me. I am just going to do a pure voiceover this time instead of speaking, just because I can't find my mic anywhere and I'm really scared my husband might have thrown it away doing DIY in the spare room. But anyway, less about that, more about the makeup. So I got a new palette. It's so weird that I'm talking but I'm just moving my head and posing. I'm just trying to show you the makeup. But yeah, I got a new palette for Christmas that I was excited about. It was one that's been really hyped and it's got some quite fun colours as well as more natural ones, so I'm experimenting with that as well as some other products that I was really excited to try. So I hope you enjoy, and please let me know if you've got any questions or if there's anything else you want to see on the Makeup Masters app. But without further ado, let's get cracking. My skin's looking a little bit dry, so I thought I'd try the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash. I've just got a little sample of this one and it's got a little bit of gold threaded through it just to give your skin a little bit of a lift. And then this is L'Oreal True Match Foundation, which I haven't used in ages, so I thought I'd bring it back out because I just started finding that it did look a little bit like cakey and a bit dry on my skin. I thought I'd dig it out again and just see how I got on, but to be honest, I still found I didn't love it as much as I did when I first tried it. So I don't know. I don't know. I think I need to experiment. Let me know if you've got tips for bringing a bit of life to it. But I am applying it with the Morphe G31 brush, which is lovely, nice dense foundation brush. I'm using the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, one of my favourites again, from It Cosmetics. I'm just using a tiny bit, mainly on the inside of the eye where I get really dark, and then I'm pressing it in with that Morphe's brush. Using a little bit of my worn out Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Creme de Rose just as an eyeshadow base for this. And then the palette that I was really excited to use is this one from Julia's Place, and it's the Masquerade Mini, and I'm going in with that first really intense pink colour called Bori. I think I'm going to say them all wrong, so please excuse me, I'm so dyslexic. But it's really pigmented. It's got a little bit of glitter going through that, but normally those ones where they're a matte base, the glitter won't really read, so don't expect a high glitter. Then to deepen it, there's that purple shade, which is Sobo, sorry. And then as a highlighter, because I wanted to keep that a little bit matte, and then I also wanted to blend the pink down a little bit, I'm using the powder I'm using on the face, which is from Kiko in the Radiant Fusion Baked Powder #1. I thought I'd try toning it down with a little bit of the earthy tone just through the crease and giving it a bit more depth with the Birkian. I think it's like a sort of a warmy brown. And then to do a cut crease, I'm going in with Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC and just one of the Real Technique concealer brushes because it's got a nice little synthetic point to it, so you can cut into that crease, and then it's going to have a slight tackiness because it's the Pro Longwear. It shouldn't crease too much though. Depending on your lid type, it could crease a little having a bit more concealer. You can use like a paint pot or something. I'm going in with Mali, which is the green from the palette. Really beautiful green with gold threaded through it, so really beautiful texture. Really pigmented. I don't keep on saying really, but it's super pigmented. And then with an angle brush, I'm using Chai eyeshadow, which is one of my favourites. I just love this one. Is probably the most pigmented from the palette. It's like a blue but with a little bit of a violet threaded through, sheeny sort of metallic texture. I'm doing it just to deepen the outer edge, make it a little bit more feline, and then I'll work it through the outer edges of in the socket line with that green and just have them mixed together, so it's almost like a petrol-y effect on the lid. And you can get that cut crease. A little bit of pink just to sort of carve that crease out a little bit more, make it a bit neater, so that's the same Bori pink. I've skipped the eyeliner stage because I feel like I filmed that a million times, but it's just my favourite Maybelline gel eyeliner, Zoe Vic angle brush, and I'm just using it all the way across the lid, and then that's in my waterline as well. I'm blended out with a pencil brush. I'm going back on top with that green and the blue I use already, so Chai and Mali. And the mascara I'm using is the Bajor Volume Clubbing, you know what I'm trying to say, clubbing mascara. So that is an instant sort of volume, so it's good if you do like chunky lashes that you don't have to build up too long. Good old faithful MAC Studio Finish concealer, which is the full coverage one, pressing it into those darn bags that I can't seem to get rid of. And then I'll go back with the Morphe's foundation brush, just press it in, and I use that on my chin as well because I get those hormonal spots, so I really like to make sure they're really covered up. So just working it and pressing it in. I look very confused. Setting it with that powder that I use as the highlighter. So it is the Kiko Radiant Fusion Baked Powder, which is an amazing dupe for the MAC Studio Finish if you're a big fan of that. So you get a little bit of coverage. It does make your skin look really smooth, doesn't dry it out. To contour, I'm using the Maybelline Light Medium contour palette, but I mix it a bit with the powder as well, just so it makes it really easy to blend and not too dark. Down there, the same old places, down the sides of the nose, just to cinch that in, and my cheekbones, and from the top of my hairline. This is the Kiko bronzer, and it's full O2 duo bronzer and latest technology, and it's got that really warm glow to it. A little highlighting section. I think it is limited edition, so don't kill me if they don't have it anymore, but I'm sure they have similar ones there. It's quite nice because it's not too dark. Going in with one of my favourites as the highlighter, and it's really cheap as well. It's the Mua Undress Your Skin in Radiant Cashmere, and I'm using that with one of the Real Techniques highlighting brushes, polishing it right on the high points, and Maybelline blush in Cosmopolitan, which is a nice matte pink, polishing that right on the apple. Sorry about my grubby brush, I must have got eyeliner. Geyser eyeshadow right on the inside of the eye, just to really brighten that area because that naturally gets darker. My false lashes are from House of Lashes in Iconic, and they are ones that have been hyped quite a lot, so I really wanted to try them. Synthetic, they're on a slightly thicker band than I'm used to, so I'm just holding them up to measure them and see if they need to be trimmed. I didn't actually trim them, so I put glue, but I probably should have waited for it to dry a little bit because these firmer lash bands, they take a little bit more working. You may find it a little bit tricky to get them on because the glue needs to be quite sort of tacky, so you just need to keep on pushing them down because it's on a thick base, and when they're on the thick base I do find them quite uncomfortable to wear for a long day, but when I wear lashes I like to wear them all day. Going over the base of the lashes with Maybelline Master Precise Curvy one, and it's still got a little point to it, but I do quite like using this eyeliner brush, mainly to like draw over the base of my lashes, because you can, you know, when they've gone a little bit gross and gluey, when you've worn them a few times, you can cover it with that. Combing my brow hairs up before I define them. I won't go on too long because it's my usual Omega eyeshadow from MAC, just to fill them out a little bit, and then I'm combing them all into place with NYX Control Freak. For my lips I'm using this Bajor Rouge Velvet lipstick, which is a matte lipstick, and I am loving it at the moment because it's nice and creamy and it stays on really well, but it doesn't go really dry like some matte lipsticks do. And it's an amazing price too. So this is number 2, which is a really beautiful nudie pink. Sorry, the camera's a bit too high. I'm also pushing round Kiko Everlasting Precision Lip Pencil in 418, just to neaten it up a little bit. I hope you enjoyed that. I felt like I had to rush through a little bit, and excuse the messy hair. I am pregnant and I've not been bleaching my hair trying to be good. I love hearing from you lot, so if you do have any ideas of stuff you want to see or products that you love or you want to see me review, do get in contact. Let me know if you have any questions for the Makeup Masters app as well. Hopefully see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.